Michael. I'm up front. I'm not pre-recorded, and I'm going to be your safari driver for the next 2 weeks here on the Harambe Reserve. But on the reserve is everybody stayed totally seated at all times. You're doing a great job so far. And the data down, though, don't take it personally. I just want you to be safe. I know people forget. We're going to wait here for just a second before we enter the reserve for us to get clearance before entering. And try to get those game guides memorized before we head out. Right up above your heads, and they'll help you recognize a lot of the animals you might see out on the reserve. We're not going to see every single one of those, but we usually have pretty good luck. Alright, looks like we're clear to enter the reserve. Just remember to stay seated, and I'll see if I can get the warden on the radio here. This plane should be in range. Airborne Patrol, this is Simba 1. Over.
Simba 1, this is Warden Wilson Mutua. Over.
Jumbo Wilson, Simba 1 is entering the reserve near the Little Aturi Forest. Over.
Killamanjaro, Simba 1. Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
Roger, Wilson. You heard him, guys. Keep your eyes open, especially here in the forest, where the animals' natural colors and markings help them to blend into the background. Let's see, the white birds on the left are yellow-billed storks, the first carnivores we've seen so far. Starting off with some carnivores here, they hunt by putting their beaks into the water and just waiting for something to swim into their mouths. The watering holes like these are important gathering places in the forest. Usually our best chance to see rare animals. That's where we like to start our safaris here. Animals that are otherwise kind of shy come out sometimes just to get a drink. I like that black rhino. You can just barely see him. See behind us there on the left side. About 4,200 black rhinos left in all of Africa. That one's kind of hidden pretty well, though. They blend into the background. You can barely see that. Another black rhino there on the left side walking around behind those rocks. Because those horns they have are not attached to the skull. If they break off accidentally, rhinos can regrow their horns, especially the young. On the left, those large black and white birds are saddle-billed storks. They're the tallest storks in Africa. They stand about 5 feet tall. And these are some of the old reserve gates that we're driving through here with the chains. They don't use these much anymore, though, now that we've started getting tours. They've taken the doors right off of the hinges. Sometimes we go west here to Lake Missouri. I know there's a bird sanctuary that way, but not today. I want to see if we can go north up here to the Safi River. So keep your eyes peeled, because there are almost always hippos through there. And hopefully this time of year the water level won't be too high, so we'll just drive carefully along the side of the river. Or straight into the river. That works too. Yeah, they're on the right, see, under the water. We'll drive along here and hopefully see a few more. Hippos are some of the largest animals in Africa. Males can weigh over 5,000 pounds. It's heavier than an SUV. Yeah, some more hippos there on the left side. They're under the water. Behind the island. Sometimes it looks like a hippo's floating, but they can't. They're just standing up on the bottom of the river. Even on a cool day, overheating is kind of a problem for them because of their size. They stay underwater like that to stay cool. But they can't breathe underwater. They have to come up every 5 to 8 minutes. But they don't have to wake up that often. They're sort of in a trance. It's like rolling over in your sleep. But they're aquatic mammals, just like dolphins and whales. They spend their whole lives in the water. They just happen to have little feet. Looks like some pink-backed pelicans have built a nest on the island. Oh, some more hippos up here. Wow.
Yeah. It's a hippo.
Look at this one.
Whoa, now when a hippo yawns like that, she's not really yawning. She's showing off her big teeth to anybody in the area who might be watching. Hippos are very territorial and aggressive.
Yeah. Hello. Oh, bloody birds. Vultures then.
I don't really trust bridges in this area. Okay, guys, just please stay seated and don't lift your kids in the air while we cross this old bridge. Because if you look down to the left, Nile crocodiles. Just please stay seated, guys. Nile crocodiles are much larger than alligators back in America, and they're a lot more aggressive, too. Crocodiles are about 18 to 20 feet long, and sometimes you'll see them just holding their teeth open, but they're not trying to be scary, they're just letting out extra heat.
This one.
They're exothermic, it's sort of like a dog camping.
That's the big one now. That's funny. Have you done this already?
Yeah.
Simba 1, come in.
Hey Wilson, this is Simba 1. How are things up on the plane? Over.
Just wanted to let you know that my ground patrol has seen a lot of elephant activity near the red clay pit.
Go on.
You definitely want to check out that area.
Roger, Wilson. We'll head over to the red clay pits in a minute. Oh, on the right there, that big upside-down looking tree is a baobab tree. They're able to stand long periods with no rain because they store water in those swelled-up trunks, and they go leafless like that for up to 9 months out of the year. Some more of those old gates there. And this is my favorite view in the whole reserve out here on the savannah. I see some Watusi cattle way up ahead there. So right now we're going out of the forest and into this savannah here where we'll see a completely different ecosystem and different kinds of animals. And then after a while we'll head on over to elephant country where Wilson is. Still out on the savannah though. Gazelle on the right side. Those are Thompson's gazelle. Maybe we'll see a little closer if we drive around here. And there's the road to one of the camps, but we're going to be pretty far from here by the time the sun finally sets, so we'll keep on going. I'm sure we'll find a good place to set up our tents the first night. You can see those little Tommies on the right. Now these might look like babies, everyone always thinks they are, but these are full-grown adults. Tommies just don't get bigger than this. And you wouldn't think so to look at them, but these tiny Tommies can run 55 miles an hour away from predators. Because they're pretty fast.
Yeah. Yeah, 55 miles an hour. Fast. Surprised the legs aren't falling off. Yeah, these things can run up to 55 miles an hour, which is pretty interesting. Gazelles. Trace of road there. Being eaten.
the left side here, these shaggy gray animals are white-bearded wildebeest. They're part of the largest animal migration on Earth.
Wildebeest.
About 1.5 million wildebeest migrate through here every year at the same time and all the way back. The word wildebeest means wild cow, but they're not really any kind of cow. They're just strange-looking antelope. I guess people didn't know what they were when they first saw them. They don't look like anything. Here on the right with the giant horns are some Watusi cattle. These horns are going to be 6 feet long, and it kind of looks like they should be too heavy to hold up, but they're hollow except for a lot of blood vessels. And this helps them dissipate their body heat and cool off a little summer. Some more little Tommies there on the right side, too.
Things on them.
Oh, there's some giraffes here on the left side on the hill. See them past the palm trees? Oh, fully grown like these, giraffes are about 15 to 18 feet tall, and the males can be even taller. And it's pretty normal to see giraffes eating like this.
Yeah,
Giraffes eat for about 20 hours out of their day. A giraffe eats as much as a hippopotamus, about 150 pounds daily, just not all at once. They eat throughout their day.
Yeah, I've got it.
Hi, giraffe.
I think the bridge is going to be broken.
On one side.
Hina.
Massive, look
Shut up.
how that is.
Hello?
Look at it.
Hold on, can't get it.
Oh, you've got a good view there, looks like then.
Hello?
Yeah, I've got a full one. Bloody
Some
bum.
Patterson Zealand there on the right, the big 10 animals. The largest antelope in Africa, males weigh up to a ton. But even though they're so big, they hardly need any water at all. They get almost all the moisture they need just from eating grass like that and leaves.
Zimmerman, this is Wilson. What is your location? Over.
Hey Wilson, we're going north toward elephant country, over.
Keep your eyes open for me. We picked up a baby elephant that was wandering off on its own. We can't find the mother. I'm afraid Joseph may be in the reserve.
Roger, Wilson. I'll let you know if we see anything. A lost mother elephant's never good. Well, there's some elephants who aren't lost there on the right side. Usually elephants travel together in big herds of a couple dozen, and that's females with their young who do that. Males are just kind of loners, so we probably won't see any adult males in the area.
There's the elephants. Hold on. Yeah, I've got some pictures.
Some young elephants playing there in the right. There's a teenager and maybe a 4-year-old. Usually we can start to pick up the local Harambe radio station around here, so let me see if we can into another bridge.
I know, I've seen that picture.
Okay, that's 11 on radio. Well, I think this old bridge has seen some better days, and so one here is kind of heavy. No, I'm sure we'll be fine, as long as we go pole, that's very slowly. Of course, on the other hand, that's an awful lot of foreshadowing, so... Oh, hold on, lean left! Or, no, wait, I mean right, lean. Well, that was awkward. Okay, we're gonna pretend that didn't just happen, and maybe you'll forget about that in a couple of days. And moving right along. Oh, here we are at the red clay pits. That's where Wilson's ground patrol was when they saw that elephant activity a little earlier. And the herd must have been through here sometime. You can see elephant footprints and tusk prints and this red clay around us. Sometimes elephants like to eat this clay for the minerals in it, sort of like a multivitamin. They don't get all the nutrition they need just to immediately eat cigarettes.
Yeah.
This is a female. You can tell how old they are a little by how twisty their horns are. They get about 2.5 turns by the time they're adults. She's a full-grown adult. And a bunch more of those big upside-down trees around us. Remember how they store water in their trunks? Well, elephants know that too. If there's not much to drink, they'll peel off some of the bark from these big trees and eat that wet, spongy material that's on the inside. It gives them a little something to drink. Pretty smart that they figure that out. Another elephant up here on the left side. Might kind of look like elephants have thick, rough skin, but actually it's very sensitive. You can see how they throw mud on their backs to act as kind of a natural elephant sunblock. Not only get sunburn, but they do just like humans if they're not careful. Looks like other flamingos have stopped in here at this watering hole, Frederick. Some ibis, too. But these are greater flamingo, that's why they're not very brightly colored. They're the tallest, but just the lightest pink of all flamingo species. Some paintings in these rocks around us. I wonder what that is. What, a couple of white rhinos just in front of us here. Now, of course, white rhinos are very dangerous, but they're not really as mean as people think. They just have poor vision. Quick response time, but rhinos only see about 10 feet, so when they charge, they run blind, and they run right into plants and animals and safari trucks. Not on purpose, though, they just can't see too well. Oh, some ostrich eggs and a couple ostriches there on the right side. People don't really think of ostriches as being dangerous, but
No,
they have
even
very
on that
powerful
truck.
legs. They're the fastest animals on 2 legs. We're driving away from the setting.
Look, Mum.
هذه حيوانات حقيقية كيمو حقيقية من جد قبل ما تهجم على السيارة.
Oh, a couple of cheetahs there on the left side up on the hill. See those boulders on the hill on the left? Look, just past those and behind them to the left side. Cheetahs like everybody knows cheetahs are fast, but they're also some of the best accelerators. A cheetah can go from standing still to 70 miles an hour in 3 seconds.
Some cheetahs, he says there. Coming out. I'm on the end. Have a look. It's longer than before. This is longer than...
Scimitar horned oryx in front of us here, these white animals.
No, this is longer than it's
And a
ever
male
been.
lion on that hill in front of us up there taking a nap.
Whoa!
He's not doing too much right now, but that's typical. Lions are usually inactive for about 18 to 20 hours a day. Not necessarily asleep all day, just inactive like this. They take lots of naps. Lions are nighttime hunters, most of the cats are. But when a big male lion like this roars, that doesn't have anything to do with hunting. That's just his way of marking his territory. That's so other lions know that if they're close enough to hear him, they're in his area. A rooster sort of does the same thing, it's just not as exciting.
So there's a lion up there.
Wildebeest. Some pontobuck on the right side, the dark brown animals. They're extinct in the wild, so you'll only find them on reserves anymore. Some warthog burrows here on the left, those miniature caves. Warthogs, the largest burrowing mammals on Earth. They dig these with their tusks and then back into them. Oh yeah, just like that. See that warthog backed into the burrow? So predators can't sneak up on them. Oh, some more ostrich eggs here on the left side on the ground. They average a little over 3 pounds, and you could stand on one if you balanced and you wouldn't break the shell. Under the curly horns up here are some addax. And these are desert antelopes, so as long as there's something to eat, they can survive almost indefinitely with no water at all. They don't need it. And we're coming up on the Pangani forest, so I hope we're able to see
There are poachers in the area.
What?
Can you help us cut them off?
Hold on.
Poachers.
Second pick.
Roger Wilson, we're on our way. Well, sorry about the poachers, guys, but they are kind of a big deal around here. Usually, though, they'll just see our trucks and get scared off, so just take this road here to the right. Wilson, are by the reserve gates, but these have been smashed right through. Sorry about the tour, guys. We're going to have to head to the reserve and check this out. All right, Wilson, we're outside across the bridge. Let me know if you see anything come up in your plane.
The poachers are heading east. Keep going and then drive them to my patrol. Over.
Roger, Wilson, we'll do our best. All I can see that we're geysers. Great. Okay, hold on. Try not to get wet. This might get a little lumpy. Well, I don't see anything. Maybe they... Oh, this way.
Whoa! Whoa!
More geysers.
Sorry, you dropped them right into my patrol.
Good, we'll try to chase them toward your ground patrol then. Whoa.
I nearly flew out my seat. I nearly flew out my seat.
They are now both safe. Asante Sana, everyone.
Asante Sana, Wilson. Glad we can help.
I have to go now. We have to get this baby elephant back to its mother.
That's okay, Wilson. We understand. Well, guys, sorry, but it looks like we've gotten a little bit off of our scheduled tour there because of those poachers and all. And, oh, here's the road. Oh, I know where we are. Well, just to be on the safe side, I think we're going to have to cut this 2-week safari a little drive all the way back there to where I picked you up, so I'll just drop you off at this warden's outpost up here. Once again, my name is Michael. Thanks for riding with Kilimanjaro Safaris. But here in Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye. Instead, we just say Kwaharini, which means go well. So Kwaharini, everybody.
Well, Marina.
Thanks, check those net bags in front of you. Don't forget anything. And enjoy the rest of your day here in Africa.